Hey everybody, and welcome back to Marvel Champions Experience. Please remember, I would always appreciate it if you consider liking this video. If you truly like this content, please think about subscribing, and especially for things like this, drop a message down in the comments. I want to know what you're thinking, if you like it, if you don't like it, what you want me to see me change. But yeah, especially your thoughts and opinions on this one. So, yeah, please like, subscribe, and drop a message down in the comments. But I interrupt this week's regularly scheduled matchup to bring you this newly released hero pack, Deadpool. Yeah, I think we all kind of expected Deadpool to come, but I wasn't ready for him to pop up yesterday. I was a little busy, so I'm making this one about a day later. But I'm really curious to see what's going on with Deadpool. I did not look at anything. I like to be surprised when I make these videos, actual like first reactions. And thank you to my Marvel Champions buddies, right? We got Matt, Nelson, and Rob. Thank you for letting me know that this came out yesterday. Matt, don't know how you hate Deadpool, but fix that, buddy. No, but they were all hyped. I got a little bit of spoilers for them, so I'm really excited to see what's going on with Deadpool. So let's see. Let's take a look. Let's see what's coming. Oh, before I scroll down, let's see. If I'm going to make an estimated guess on when he comes out, we have the next evolution coming out this August, right? I think the two after that, maybe December. Let's see if he comes out in December. Hopefully he's this year. I think there's a good shot he's this year. All right. Here it is. Yep, we're doing this. You know him. You love him, except Matt. He's wacky. He's wonderful. He's inevitable. We can't have a Marvel game without the Merc with a mouth showing up, right? It's time for some fourth wall breaking fun. Yeah, this should be crazy. Fantasy Flight Games is finally ready to announce the Deadpool Hero Pack for Marvel Champions, the card game! Exclamation point. This is the part where we'd use the same cookie cutter intro text talking about how Deadpool chimichangas his way into the battle in this expansion pack or whatever, but we're going to do things a little differently this time, and that's because we did Deadpool's Hero Pack differently. Instead of 60 hero cards, his pack is 78. Well, that's interesting. And instead of him coming with the pre-built aggression, Justin, leadership, or protection deck, he introduces a new aspect to the game, the pool aspect. This is what my buddies are talking about, a new aspect. I have no idea what is going to be happening here. Seriously, we're not joking. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this whirlwind tour of Marvel Champions' most anticipated heroes. One of Marvel Champions' most anticipated heroes. So yeah, I have a lot of thoughts before even moving on, but I can go on for a while, but there's no point. Let's just see what he's got going on. I really love the art on this already, right? So like, I love that looks like some tape over it, right? Like he's like, breaking the fourth wall, etc. I really like right here. He's riding over, so he's a 2-2-1, but he's adding 200 and 100. And just real quick, I see he's got an 8 recovery. So let's see. I don't know. I don't even know. All right, here we go. Right off the bat, you can see that Deadpool isn't an ordinary hero. As Wade Wilson, he can search for any of his signature events by breaking the fourth wall, and he can recover from an injury with his massive recovery value of 8. All right, so let's start with looking at. Can I zoom in on him? Oh, I guess right here. Nope, that's not what I want. Here we go. Let's look at this alter ego first. So Wade Wilson, right? 8 recovery, right? Break the fourth wall, like the art. Yeah, I knew they were gonna do stuff like this, breaking the art right here, like this. Break the fourth wall. Action. Discard a card from your hand. Search your deck for a Deadpool event and add it to your hand. Limit once per round. So he search your deck. Got it. Not discard pile. Okay. So he might want to be flipping a lot. Oh, okay. I saw right here, I saw the little asterisks, and like he's a mercenary and a mutant. And I was like, what is that? And it's right here. Sometimes I'm a mutant, sometimes I'm not. Depends on who you ask. I wonder if that. I guess it's just breaking the fourth wall. But okay. So you can discard a card, right? He's got a 6 hand size, 9 health, 8 recovery. So something tells me you're going to want to be taking him down a lot. Maybe he'll be doing more damage the more damage he's taken. And that's why he's got such a high recovery. All right, so let's take a look at Deadpool. So he's a 2-2-1. That's more like it. There we go. All right, ignore these zeros. That's pretty funny. Okay, so Deadpool Corpse. Looks like we might have some sort of new, thing going on here with the Deadpool Corpse because he's the only person that has that, and he's an X-Force. The Regenerating Degenerate. Forced Interrupt. When you would be defeated, instead set your hit point dial to 1, change to alter ego form, and add 1 acceleration token to the main scheme. Huh. Forced Interrupt. When you would be defeated, instead set your hit point dial to 1, change to alter ego form, and add 1 acceleration token to the main scheme. Can Deadpool not die? Like, this doesn't say once per game, right? When you would be defeated. I don't think he can die, right? I think he just keeps flipping and adding an acceleration token in the main scheme. If that's true, that's pretty interesting, right? Like, he's the first hero that can't die. I mean, that makes sense thematically. That's kind of cool. I don't hate that. Like, I guess you would only always lose games by scheming out, which could make certain fights, maybe like Collector, a little bit harder because they rely on the main scheme. But let's keep going. All right, he'll get a lot of use out of his big recovery value since his hero ability, the Regenerating Degenerate, prevents him from being defeated. Right, there it is, leaving him at just 1 hit point whenever he's taken out. That's right. Even if you want to get rid of him, you can't. It does come at the cost of adding acceleration token to the main scheme, but Deadpool doesn't care about that. Cards like Exhausting Personality, let's take a look at that real quick. 0 cost event, obviously Bothering Cable. Hero action, choose. Place 1 acceleration on the main scheme. Stun and confuse the villain. All right. Or exhaust a player's identity. That player draws 1 card for each acceleration token on the main scheme. All right. So that's kind of cool. You're basically risk-reward type thing, right? Making the main scheme shoot up faster, drawing cards for it. Off the top of my head, maybe he might be a little bit better in two-handed, right? Having somebody else concentrate on that, but maybe he's got something with like removing acceleration tokens from the main scheme. Maybe he's stronger when the acceleration's on the main scheme. So, and montage. This is a resource. This card generates 1 additional resource for each acceleration token on the main scheme up to 3. Right there it is. Okay, so. Looks like he'll be having stuff that plays with acceleration tokens, which in my opinion is kind of scary. But, he's sort of like an opposite version of Star-Lord a little bit, right? Where you get, instead of, with Star-Lord, you get the encounter cards. Here you get the acceleration tokens. So that's kind of cool. And his best buddy, Cable. Let's see what Cable does. 3 cost ally, 1 thwart, 2 attack. We've got some stars here, so let's see what they do. Cable gets +1 thwart, +1 attack for each acceleration token on the main scheme to a max of 3/3, right? So, yeah, everybody's, this is an acceleration token focus thing. So he can get up to a 3/3, possibly. So 3 costs for a 3/3 ally with 3 health. That's 9 off the main scheme. 9 thwarting or 9 damage, what you're looking at from him, which is pretty respectable. All right. If you're worried about all the threat, you just have to tell the villain that it ain't over till it's over. 1 cost upgrade attached to the main scheme. Increase the target threat value of the attached scheme by 2 for each acceleration token on it. That's cool. So now I'm thinking off the top of my head, Justice, right? Playing Justice, I think it's the Under Surveillance or the Surveillance car. That Justice upgrade or support that you attach to a scheme that increases it by 4. So just real quick thinking, he might be good in Justice. So especially since you'd want to concentrate on threat, this might be a great Justice hero. This is a great card, and hopefully there's more than one of these. So you don't really have to be too worried about the acceleration tokens, because this kind of, I don't want to say negates it, but it balances out a bit. Since Deadpool doesn't need to worry about being defeated, much of his kit lets him be reckless or strategic with his hit points. That's true. I didn't even think about that. We don't have a hero like him. Maximum effort. zero cost event. Take any amount of damage up to your remaining hit points. Deal an equal amount of damage to an enemy. Okay, now I'm thinking, do you play, what is it? The basic upgrade that increases your health by 3? You know, bringing him up to, what, a 12? And then playing this for like 11 damage? Oh, Deadpool. Okay, and Yoo-hoo. 1 cost event. Wait, what was this? This is a 0 cost event? All right. And Yoo-hoo. 1 cost event. Take any amount of damage up to your remaining hit points. Remove an equal amount of threat. Yeah, so that's cool. Again, I think you have to auto-include that. You know, do I have it in my Scarlet Witch deck? I don't think I do. Is it Endurance? It might be Endurance, where you increase your hit points by 3. Yeah, I think that's got to be an auto include in every single Deadpool deck. Let him damage himself to deal damage or remove threat respectively. While this card is fire, 3 cost event. Force response. After your turn ends, if this card is in your hand, take 1 damage. Hero action. Deal X damage to an enemy. X is the amount of damage you have sustained. Okay, so I wonder if it's possible. Yeah, so maybe you can, like, if you play, just thinking right now, right? Let's say, you know, even if you don't increase his health and you're at his 9 health, right? You do 8 damage to yourself with this maximum effort. And maybe that's the first card you play. You're holding enough to play this. Deal X damage where it's the damage you've sustained. That's another 8. That's 16 damage in 1 turn if you're holding these both. Which is actually, what was his, let's see. Yeah, you can host five cards. So that's definitely possible. That's actually fairly easy to pull off, right? Let's say you're holding this card and you're holding maximum effort, right? That's 2 cards. You're holding maybe this, where is it? Is it the montage? Maybe you're holding this montage. Maybe you're holding a 2-cost resource card and something else. You could play both for 16 damage, potentially. Or if you've increased his health to the 12, you know, that's 11. That's 22 damage with those 2 cards. Okay, he gets stronger when his hit points are low. He also is armed to the teeth. I'm guessing this is an upgrade. Yep. After you play armed to the teeth, search your collection. What is a collection? Search your collection for 1 weapon upgrade from any aspect. Search your collection? Like, all of your cards? Would make sense. He breaks the 4th wall, right? Okay, I guess that means search your collection as in any card you own, not even like what's in your deck, for 1 weapon upgrade from any aspect and attach it face down to here. Action. Exhaust arm to the teeth and... Okay, action. I gotta read these slower. Action. Exhaust arm to the teeth. Swap the card attached here with a weapon upgrade you control. Oh, that's kind of cool. So you put a weapon upgrade out, and then you swap it with whatever under this. That gives you a lot of flexibility, right? This card right here will give you a lot of flexibility to add in weapons from any other aspect, play it here, and then get it into play. So even if you are playing Justice, right, maybe you want a weapon from an aggression, right, and you can easily get it in. That's very cool. So he can go find any weapon he needs anytime and swap it out with one of his trusty katanas. 2-cost upgrade, restricted, right? So you can only have 2 of these. Hero action, attack. Exhaust Deadpool's katana and take 1 damage. Deal 2 damage to an enemy, gains piercing. That's awesome. Yeah, this is nice. This is solid. I don't even know if you want to switch these out, but that's really good. This is just nice sustained damage, you know. That's not crazy, but the piercing and 1 damage for 2 damage, especially since he can't die, is really good. All right, let's talk about the pool aspect. Yeah, I'm interested in this. We mentioned it earlier, but the Deadpool Hero Pack actually introduces a 5th aspect to Marvel Champions. They can't keep going right with this, right? Like, I wonder, whatever. I don't want to get into it. All right, Dogpool. Dogpool Wilson, 3-cost ally, 0 thwart, 1 attack. He's got Retaliate 1, Toughness. When defeated, deal 1 damage to an enemy. 4 health. They gain acceleration token. So obviously this would work best with Deadpool. So 4 health, 1 attack. Oh, but take a look at this. There is no consequential damage on this. This has no consequential damage. So Dogpool is sort of like Black Cat, right? He has Retaliate. He has a Tough, so he'll be able to come in and do a damage. Take at least he'll be able to come in. He'll be able to chump for 1 minimum, right? And he can just keep chipping away. We do have to worry about this, but if we're using him with Deadpool, Deadpool is actually stronger with acceleration tokens. All right, 3 cost upgrade. Here's another Dogpool. Superpower. It's interesting that this pool aspect has a superpower. Max 1 per player. Response after the player phase begins. Exhaust healing factor. Heal 2 damage from your identity. Yeah, that's great. I hope you can put these into, like, let other heroes use these. That would be cool. Themed around the Deadpool corpse, this aspect is about high risk, high reward gameplay. That's what I'm talking about. Pool allies like Dogpool and Headpool. That's really funny. 3 cost ally, 2 thwart, 1 attack. After Headpool attacks and damages a minion, that minion attacks another enemy of your choice. This gets 1 boost icon, but there's no consequential damage on the thwart, right? So this can be, if you can get this out and just keep the main scheme or side schemes under control. Yeah, attacking a minion to attack another enemy of your choice is great, but it would kill him, right? 1 and 1, unless you can somehow get them stronger. But this is a really good card. I like that. Don't take any consequential damage when they attack or thwart because they don't care about the consequences. But they also come in with acceleration and amplify token icons. But that's okay because other pool cards like Barely a Scratch, 0 cost event, Hero Interrupt. When you would take any amount of damage from an attack, prevent 1 of that damage for each crisis, acceleration, boost, or encounter in play. I need to read this again a little bit slowly. 0 cost event. When you would take any amount of damage from an attack, prevent 1 of that damage for each. Okay, so as I said, he gets stronger with the acceleration tokens. And I got this. 1 cost event. Hero action. If the following icons are on 1 or more cards in play. Crisis is deal 3 damage to an enemy. Acceleration, remove 2 threat from a scheme. Boost, ready an ally you control. And encounter, draw a card. Yeah, I would try to... These 3 are workable. The extra encounter card will lose you the game, in my opinion. But I can work with these 3. So let's see. Let's look at ready an ally you control. So if you have this Headpool in here, right? To remove the 2 threat, you play the I got this. You can play this. You can ready him. That's 4 threat gone right there. You get bonuses while the icons are in place, so it works out just fine. Not every pool card has you living dangerously. Oh, here we go. Player side schemes. Each identity gets +2 hand size, and you get 1 of each of these in play. All right. So while this is in play, you get +2 hand size, but you got a lot to deal with. Yeah, this is... I don't know. I'm a very safe player. I don't like this card personally. This is a card that I would maybe, like, I don't know, put out and try to remove it in the same turn, but that's kind of useless. I don't know. I don't want to deal with this. Like, maybe for 1 turn to deal with this extra encounter card, but I don't want to keep dealing with this. The +2 hand size is great, but this is a lot. It is truly living dangerously. Some of them are improved versions of existing cards, such as Cut Upper, 3 cost event. Oh, that's funny. It's not an uppercut. Deal 5 damage to an enemy, stun that enemy. Is this real? I guess it's an improved version. Yeah. Okay. So here's your Cut Upper. Deal 5 damage to an enemy and stun that enemy. It truly is a better version of uppercut. All right. Max 1 per deck. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. This is a very, very strong card. Basically, it's dropkick, but like without the requirements. This is a fantastic card. And Get Ragey. Let's see which one this is. Oh, it's not Get Ready. Get Ragey. I really like this. This is cute. Get Ragey. Ready an ally. That ally gets +1 attack until the end of phase. Max 1 per deck. Cool. I like that they're doing this. This is really cool. This is really cool. And not my responsibility. Great responsibility. Yeah, I hate this card. When any amount... Oh, this is just an interrupt now. This actually makes a lot of sense because the other card sucks. Hero interrupt. No, just to interrupt now. When any amount of threat would be placed on a scheme, it is damage instead. Oh, this is awesome. You or allies. Oh, sorry. I thought it would damage the villain. It's not as awesome as I thought, but it's not bad. When any amount of threat would be placed on a scheme, you or your ally takes it as damage. Okay, now, I've said this card sucks, like literally seconds ago. And I do think this card sucks, for the most part. I don't like this card. However, with Deadpool, this card is actually fantastic because Deadpool can't die. So, I really like that they've made this card a lot better just by introducing Deadpool, right? Like this card is now really, really good for Deadpool. Even this improved one. But now the Great Responsibility is a really good card because Deadpool doesn't care about damage. All right, let's see. With each pull aspect, you can even copy a certain other hero's healing factor. Yeah, we looked at this one already. Because why not? And if you aren't able to use the pull aspect to secure victory in your first attempt, well, you got to get good. 2-cost upgrade. Reduce the cost to play Get Good by 2 if you didn't... That's really funny. Reduce the cost to play Get Good by 2 if you did not win your previous game of Marvel Champions. All right, this one is on you, everyone. You got to play this one honestly, right? So if you won your last game of Marvel Champions, you are in fact good, and this does cost 2. But let's see what it does. Force Interrupt. When a player would be defeated, they set their hit point dial to 1, change to alter ego form instead, remove this card from the game. So, yeah, this pool, I guess I'm assuming you can use this pool aspect with any hero. I need to read. I didn't find anything else about it because this is Deadpool's ability, so you can use this on anybody now, I guess. Let's see. There are a lot more pool cards in this pack, including a whole bunch of extra cards outside Deadpool's pre-built deck, giving you loads of customization options to try. And of course, you can always build a Deadpool deck with one of the other 4 aspects, but why would you ever want to do that? Just want to see something. I just want to scroll up a little bit. Yeah, I guess you can use this pull aspect with anybody. So this is his pull aspect, but there's nothing that really says you can't use it with any other hero, which makes sense, right? Like Deadpool breaks the 4th wall, so you can use this. I guess you could use this pull aspect with anybody. It looks like there's not. I don't know if they will be adding more cards to this, but it's really cool. I think it's kind of like, you know how we get the modulars to add to the villains? This is sort of like a modular for the heroes, if you would, right? Because we already have our 4 aspects, but now we can have this one to insert into basically anybody we want. All right, let's see. What else we got? Crisis of Infinite Deadpools. Oh, right. We got to talk about his minions, his obligations and stuff. Let's see. As ridiculous as it may seem, the pull aspect really is the game's 5th aspect. Yeah, okay. This means that any hero can make use of it, including those who can use cards from multiple aspects in their deck. Oh boy, my brain is literally exploding with Spider-Woman. I don't even want to think about it. And Gamora. However, there's a catch. When you play a game of Marvel Champions, if at least one player is using the pool aspect, then a copy of Crisis of Infinite Deadpools is shuffled into the encounter deck during setup. Doesn't affect me too much. I am a true solo player, but I do have my buddies that I play with, so we might have to mess around with that just for like checking it out. Crisis of Infinite Deadpools. Let's see. When revealed, so this goes into all the decks, right? Reveal the set aside Deadpool minion and Dreadful Deeds side scheme. Shuffle the rest. All right, so basically this is Shadows of the Past. All right, so here we have the minion that we get, right? Minion. Yeah, Dreadpool minion. This is the Dreadpool minion. So let's see. 2 and 2, 3 health. Dreadpool engages the first player. When defeated, deal Dreadpool to the player who defeated him as a face-down counter card. Oh, shoot. Does he not leave? Sorry, I'm just switching up. Does he not leave the game? Let's read a little bit more. If that card is revealed, then Dreadpool and his Dreadful Deeds. Oh, maybe this. Maybe it's this. No, it's not. I was going to say maybe when this is removed, then he can be removed. When revealed, place 2 threat here for each player who controls 1 or more pool pink cards. Place 2 threat here for each player. Got it. Okay, so if you're playing with at least 2, 2, 4. This is a 6 right here, plus a boost icon. Okay. Dreadpool has some nasty tricks up his sleeve, such as anti-regeneration ray. +1 attack, attached to Dreadpool, otherwise attached to the villain. When attached character attacks a non... What? When attached character attacks a non-villain character, treat the attacked character's text box as if it were blank, except for the traits until the end of the attack. Why, when attached character attacks a non-villain character, why would... the only thing I can think of, like, this doesn't make too much sense to me. When attached character attacks a non-villain character, right? You're attaching this to Dreadpool, otherwise the villain. The only thing is he's an elite. I guess it would work. The only thing that I'm possibly thinking of with this is why it has this is maybe like Jean Grey's mind control. Maybe like you can't do this. Like if you mind control Dreadpool, this won't work. It's the only reason I could think why it has this sentence. But spend 1 of each resource. Remove. Oh, there it is. Spend 1 of each resource. Attach this card to your identity. Okay, I just assumed it was going to say remove this card, but spend 1 of each resource, get +1 attack, right? And then you basically, that's why it has that sentence. Okay. This is an example of why you should read all the way through. So this will go on the minion or hero, villain. When he attacks you or they attack you, you get a blank text box, right? But then you can get this and you just don't get this force interrupt. So you get +1 attack. Or their ability to poolize. Poolized? Treat attached ally as a pool minion with a blank text box. Treat attached ally as a pool minion with a blank text box. Attached minion scheme is equal to the printed thwart. It does not take consequential damage. When revealed, attached to the ally with the highest cost without the poolized attached. All right, so yeah, this will go to your ally and you'll become a minion. Got it. All right. Not to mention, he's really hard to get rid of, which kind of reminds us of someone else. Where Short's just yeah, I don't think you can remove this card from the game, right? Dreadpool engages the first player. Deal Dreadpool to the player who defeated him as a face-down counter card. Yeah, I don't think this gets removed from the game, which kind of sucks. So you're basically constantly dealing with a 2/2, 3 health minion, because every time you defeat him, whoever defeats him gets him. So I don't think he can be taken out of the game. If you're playing one of the aspects with like the -2 attack, like the X-Men upgrades, right? Then he becomes just inconsequential, but you know, you'll have to be making a deck for that. A peek at OP. With the release of the Deadpool Hero Pack, the entirety of Next Evolution wave of Marvel Champions, the card game, will be complete! ! And to celebrate this occasion, we are also be releasing the Next Evolution Organized Play Kit. Sick! I can never get my hands on these, and that makes me so sad. This kit comes with randomized blind bags that each have 3 awesome promos, including an alternate art promo for one of the wave's heroes. It also comes with a bunch of acceleration token themed after Deadpool, so that you've got plenty to work with when playing against him. It releases around the same time as the Deadpool and X-23 hero packs, so be sure to check with your local game store and ask if one of these kits is coming your way. They never come to my local game store. Please, please, Fantasy Flight, send me one. I will bring these to the masses, and I will distribute the wealth and play with them. I've never ever even seen them. My buddy Rob gave me one because he went to a place that had these, but my local Play Store does not have them. The actual best hero pack. So there you have it. Deadpool is officially in the game. Also, if anybody's watching this and is in New Jersey and or the New York City area and knows a place that usually gets these organized play kits, please let me know. I'll meet up with you. I'll play and we'll have some fun. So there you have it. Deadpool is officially in the game. Whether you want to take the Merc with the Mouth's wacky cards for a spin or try out the new pool aspect, this hero pack is a must-have for any fan of Marvel Champions, the card game ! There's a ton of stuff in this pack that we didn't even show off, like all the extra pool cards. Yeah, I want to see those because some of us didn't want to spoil it all. Look forward to Deadpool joining your team or replacing it when it arrives in November. Yes. So it looks like he's coming out the same day as, I don't remember. Cable and Psylocke, I think, are the same day. Who else was after that? I don't remember. No, Cable and Psylocke are in the hero. Cable and Psylocke, no. Cable is in the campaign. Psylocke was by herself. Is it Psylocke and Deadpool that are coming out together? Maybe? Whatever. He's November. All right, everybody. There he is. I think he looks really fun. I think he looks cool. I love that we get a new aspect. You know, this all fits Deadpool's, theme, breaking the fourth wall. But I think he's great, but I really want to know what you think. So please drop a message down in the comments. Let me know what you think of Deadpool. Do you love him? Are you on Matt's side? Do you hate him? But yeah, let me know. Take care, everybody. Peace.